In the icy north, the polar bear reigns supreme, a massive predator built to dominate the Arctic tundra. Meanwhile, in the warm, murky waters of rivers and swamps, the crocodile lurks, a prehistoric killer with unmatched strength and patience. But what if these two apex predators were to meet in battle? How would a clash between the king of the Arctic and the terror of the tropics unfold? In this ultimate showdown, we will compare their strengths, weaknesses, and abilities to determine who would emerge victorious in this brutal fight. The polar bear. The giant of the north. The polar bear is the largest land carnivore, capable of reaching up to 1,500 pounds and standing over 10 feet tall when on its hind legs. With thick layers of fat and dense fur, it is built to endure extreme cold while maintaining the agility needed for hunting. Its primary weapons are its powerful paws, armed with sharp, curved claws designed to grip slippery prey like seals. A single swipe from a polar bear's paw can break bones or even crush a seal's skull. The polar bear is also an exceptional swimmer, capable of covering long distances in icy waters. Its sharp sense of smell allows it to detect prey from miles away, and once it locks onto a target, it is relentless in its pursuit. Despite its massive size, the polar bear is fast, capable of sprinting up to 25 miles per hour on land and swimming at speeds of 6 miles per hour. However, the polar bear is not designed for hot or humid environments. Its thick fur and fat, which protect it from the cold, would become a weakness in warmer climates. If forced to fight in a swamp or river, it would quickly overheat, draining its strength and stamina. The crocodile. The living fossil. The crocodile, on the other hand, is an ancient predator that has existed for over 200 million years. Its design has remained virtually unchanged, proving its efficiency as a hunter. Depending on the species, a crocodile can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and grow over 20 feet long. Its armored body is covered in tough, bony scales, providing excellent protection against attacks. What makes the crocodile truly terrifying is its bite force. With a jaw capable of delivering up to 3,700 pounds of pressure per square inch, it has the most powerful bite of any living animal. Once it clamps down, escape is nearly impossible. Its teeth are designed to grip, not chew, meaning it relies on its infamous death roll to rip prey apart. Crocodiles are ambush predators, relying on patience and precision. They remain motionless in the water, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With powerful tails, they can lunge at speeds of 20 miles per hour in short bursts, pulling even the strongest animals into the water to drown them. However, while deadly in water, crocodiles are much slower and more vulnerable on land. The battlefield. Where would they fight? The outcome of this battle depends heavily on where it takes place. In the Arctic, the crocodile would struggle to survive. Its cold-blooded nature makes it sluggish in low temperatures, and the ice-covered terrain would put it at a severe disadvantage. The polar bear, with its speed and power, would easily dominate the fight. However, if the battle takes place in a swamp or river, the advantage shifts to the crocodile. The polar bear, unused to humid conditions, would struggle with overheating and exhaustion. The crocodile, on the other hand, would use the water to its advantage, striking from below and attempting to drown the bear. A neutral battlefield, such as a muddy shoreline, would provide an even playing field. Both predators would be able to use their strengths while exposing their weaknesses. Here, the true fight would unfold. The battle begins. Strength versus strategy. The polar bear approaches the water's edge, its sharp eyes scanning for movement. Suddenly, the crocodile explodes from the water, its massive jaws snapping shut just inches away from the bear's leg. The polar bear reacts instantly, swiping with its powerful paw, striking the crocodile's armored snout. The force of the hit causes the crocodile to retreat momentarily, but it quickly regains its position, waiting for another opening. The bear, realizing the danger of the water, stays on the shore, using its agility to avoid the crocodile's lunges. It circles its opponent, searching for a weak spot. The crocodile, however, is patient. It knows that one mistake from the bear could mean the end. In a bold move, the polar bear charges, aiming to flip the crocodile onto its back. It lunges, sinking its claws into the reptile's rough hide. The crocodile thrashes violently, its tail whipping against the bear's legs, nearly knocking it off balance. But the bear is strong. It holds on, its powerful jaws biting into the crocodile's vulnerable neck. The turning point. Who will win? The crocodile, sensing danger, desperately tries to drag the bear into the water. With a sudden twist, it clamps down on the bear's forearm, initiating the death roll. The bear roars in pain as it is pulled into the murky depths. Water floods its nostrils as the crocodile spins, trying to rip its limb apart. But the polar bear is not an easy victim. With a final burst of strength, it rakes its claws deep into the crocodile's eyes, causing it to release its grip. Both predators struggle back to the surface, injured but still determined to win. The battle has taken its toll on both creatures. The crocodile, bleeding from its head wounds, begins to slow down. The polar bear, though wounded, remains relentless. It delivers one last powerful bite, crushing the crocodile's skull with its massive jaws. The prehistoric beast twitches before finally going still. The polar bear emerges victorious, but it is not an easy win. The crocodile, with its deadly bite and ambush tactics, proved to be a formidable opponent. If the battle had taken place in deep water, the outcome could have been very different. Ultimately, the polar bear's intelligence, agility, and raw strength gave it the upper hand in a neutral environment. However, in the crocodile's domain, the reptile would have had a much greater chance of success. In the end, this battle reminds us of the incredible adaptations and survival skills of both predators. The polar bear and the crocodile are masters of their own territories, each perfectly evolved to dominate their environment. But when forced into battle, only one can stand victorious. And in this case, the mighty polar bear claims the win.